In the bustling heart of Mumbai, nestled amidst towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, lived a man named Ashok. Ashok wasn't wealthy by societal standards, but his greatest treasure was his family, his two sons, Rohan and Rahul. While Rohan, the elder, was studious and reserved, Rahul, the younger, was energetic and impulsive. Their differences, though endearing, often led to bickering and competition, much to Ashok's concern. One sweltering afternoon, as the city simmered under the scorching sun, Ashok sat with his puzzled sons on their small balcony overlooking the vibrant chaos. Rohan, frowning over a complex math problem, mumbled about needing a tutor, lamenting his inability to understand the concepts. Rahul, restless, fidgeted with his worn-out football, longing for a game with friends but unable to afford a new one. Ashok, sensing their individual anxieties, decided to impart a valuable lesson. He looked at them with gentle eyes and said, "My sons, gather around." Intrigued, they settled beside him, the rhythmic drone of the city fading into the background. Ashok, with a knowing smile, shared a childhood memory. "When I was your age, I lived in a small village nestled amidst the lush green fields of Punjab. Life was simple, but challenges were plentiful. During the scorching summer months, the village well would run dry, leaving everyone parched and desperate for water." He paused, his voice taking on a reflective tone. "One day, the village elder, a wise old man with eyes that held countless stories, gathered us. He spoke of how, divided, we were mere twigs, weak and easily broken. But united, we could become a mighty oak, withstanding any storm." Ashok's voice lowered as he continued, he called upon each family to contribute a clay pot. Together, we formed a long line, passing the pots from one hand to another, forming a human chain that stretched from the distant well all the way to the village square. A spark of curiosity ignited in Rohan and Rahul's eyes. They leaned closer, their initial anxieties forgotten as they were transported to the heart of their father's story. Ashok chuckled softly, the memory warming his heart. Believe it or not, that day, the human chain moved like a living serpent, each pot filled with cool, life-giving water. We, as a village, had become one, united against the common thirst. He paused, allowing the impact of his story to sink in. Then, turning to his sons, his eyes twinkled with a meaningful glint. "Just like the villagers, my dear sons, you two are stronger together. While you may have different strengths and challenges, remember, when you stand united, even the most daunting task can be overcome." Rohan, his brow furrowed in contemplation, spoke first. "So, Papa, are you saying if I and Rahul work together on my math, it'll be easier?" Ashok nodded, a warm smile gracing his lips. "Absolutely, Rohan. Two minds are better than one. You can explain your thought process to Rahul, and maybe he can offer a different perspective or help you break down the problem into smaller, more manageable steps." Rahul, his eyes sparkling with a newfound understanding, chimed in, "And, like the pots in the chain, we can help each other achieve our goals. I can save some money from my allowance to help you buy a new football, and you can teach me some math tricks in return." Ashok's heart swelled with pride. He had successfully planted the seed of unity in their hearts. He knew the journey wouldn't be easy, but he also knew they had the potential to be an unbreakable force. Over the next few days, a remarkable transformation unfolded. Rohan, initially hesitant, started explaining the math problems to Rahul. He was surprised to find Rahul's logical understanding complemented his analytical approach, leading them to quicker solutions. In return, Rahul helped break down the complexities into simpler chunks, making the process easier for Rohan to grasp. Their newfound unity extended beyond academics. Rahul, encouraged by his brother, practiced responsible spending habits and saved enough to contribute to the new football. Watching them play together, their laughter echoing through the balcony, Ashok felt a comforting warmth spread through him. Their united front wasn't always smooth sailing. Occasionally, old habits of bickering would resurface. But, each time, they remembered their father's story and the comforting strength of unity. They learned to communicate openly, acknowledging their differences and finding solutions collaboratively. As days turned into weeks, their bond grew stronger. They discovered that working together not only made tasks easier but also brought them closer. They understood that individual strengths, when combined, could create something far more powerful and impactful. Years later, Rohan had secured a scholarship to pursue his engineering dream, while Rahul became a skilled footballer.